guys really think that they just willy-nilly take out boats in the international waters?
Normally, no. Like under normal circumstances, absolutely not, because normally we have presidents and secretaries of defense that understand things like the Constitution, Geneva Convention, international rules of law, rules of engagement. Like those are things that world leaders typically respect, but we don't have that right now.
Oh, those look like fishermen, but let's take them out. No, they are not fishermen. Fishermen don't travel at 50 knots.
And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was a fishing boat, if it was the friggin' Venezuela Special Forces. It really does not matter. I'm going to assume that you never served in the military. Maybe I'm wrong. But the reason I assume that is because if you did, you would understand things like the Geneva Convention, rules of engagement, what law actually applies in these situations. If you did serve, then you forgot everything you were ever taught.
They know who's coming, when they're coming, how they're coming, and what they have on their boat.
They also know the laws that apply in this situation, so let's go through those. So first, there's Article 12 of the Geneva Convention, which talks about the protection and care of the wounded, sick, and shipwrecked. And Article 12 of the Geneva Convention says members of the armed forces and other persons mentioned in the following article who are at sea and who are wounded, sick, or shipwrecked shall be respected and protected in all circumstances. Such persons shall be treated humanely and cared for by the parties of the conflict. Persons on a fully disabled ship or a ship that is run aground whose situation is dangerous but not necessarily imminently life-threatening are also covered, as long as they refrain from any act of hostility. And yes, that does include persons who have begun a military operation in the water, but who are clearly in distress in the water, i.e. hanging off the side of a boat, and require assistance and abort their mission. And there are a couple of scenarios and things people have said that really apply here. So first of all, the administration suggested this is a non-international armed conflict, and if orders were given to unalive everyone and give no quarter, which is the double tap, in short, those are war crimes. Because those traffickers pose no imminent threat of attack against the United States and are not, as the administration tried to argue, in an armed conflict. Because there is no legitimate war between the two sides, unaliving any of those men amounts to schmurder. And that's not just anybody that said that. His name is Todd Huntley, and he is a former military attorney who advised Special Operation Forces at the height of the U.S. counterterrorism campaign. Even Marco Rubio has said that the military could have interdicted the vessel, but chose not to. Instead, they chose to destroy it because the president wanted to send a message. And because this was not an actual armed conflict, the actions that were taken on the boat that day subject everybody all the way down the chain to this prosecution for this. And this is not even political. This is just straight up law. And it would not matter who was in the office of president, whether it was a Republican or a Democrat. No matter who gave the command and who carried out the action, this is breaking the law.
Use your fucking heads, people. Like it takes like one brain cell to figure it out.
That, sir, we agree on.
Stop trying to lecture me. You don't compare to my level of thinking, so why do you think you compare to my energy, huh?